Welcome back everyone for another episode of my Shrewsbury Town career on FM 16. You join me for today's game against Manchester City at home. But before that, let's see what's been going on lately. Since the last episode, which was the London special, we took on Chelsea and Arsenal, lost against Chelsea. Unfortunately, we probably could have forced a draw in that game. But then we went on to beat Arsenal at home, that 2-1 win there. After that though, off camera, we had another home fixture against also newly promoted Brighton. We beat them 2-0. Our home form this season has been marvellous. Then we travelled to St James's Park and lost 3-1 to Newcastle United. They're such a thorn in my side. I just can't seem to get a win over them. They did knock us out of the FA Cup in my first season. You can see that we were back at the Greenhouse to take on Crystal Palace. That game ended in a draw, 2-2. And I was happy with the point, to be honest, because the last time we played Palace back at Selhurst Park, well, it's the first game of the season, we lost 2-0. So I was happy. I would have liked to win, of course, but anyway, we moved on to our next game, once again at the Greenhouse. It was the FA Cup third round this time. It was against West Ham. That ended 2-2. It was West Ham that forced the replay. You could see that Clinton Ajee got both goals for us. We were flying high within 15 minutes. I couldn't believe my luck. And then we went and lost against Stoke. I was hoping we could have kept up some good form, maybe pluck out a win after those two draws. And then we had to go and lose against Stoke, unfortunately. And of course, having that FA Cup replay wasn't really helping matters with fixture congestion just towards the end of January. And you'll notice that I have signed one player before the transfer window shuts, and that's Luis Alberto. He was available, Liverpool looking to get him off their books, and I got him for what I think is a bit of a bargain, 850,000. There were some outgoings, as you can see here. Lenahan, Junior Brown, Smith, Wesolowski, they've all gone out on loan, whereas Oscar Goburn has left for Warsaw for 205,000. But I think with Luis Alberto, as I say, a bit of a bargain this. I mean, you can see the quality, his attributes, mentally sound. You want to see technical ability in there as well for a number 10 player, and I think he's going to fit in there just nicely, because at the moment I've only really been playing Jordan Clark and also Luke Williams, and I don't think, well, Luke Williams I know isn't a natural number 10, but you can see I dropped Alberto in at the deep end. He got his debut game for Shrewsbury Town away to Stoke, and he also scored. He got his debut goal, and it was a nice finish as well. If I can just quickly show you guys, we'll go to close, and I will have to slow down the highlights as well. I don't want it to be going too quickly, as you won't even have seen the finish. Right, so it's Lionel Cole that got the attack together. You can see that Todd Kane is about to hit him on the overlap, and it's Cole, even put under pressure by two Stoke players, still managed to pick out the pass, and Kane whipped it in. Luis Alberto wasn't even picked up. So here we are, we're in 11th at the moment. We're a point behind Crystal Palace and Arsenal. Win today against Man City. It's going to be tough, I know, but if we can do that, we could force ourselves up to 8th, 7th, round about there. Man City, if they win, they can go 3rd with goal difference and everything. But you can see, look at Clinton Ajee, been amazing for us. He's the second highest goal scorer in the league so far with 14 goals to his name. Sergio Aguero is absolutely blitzing this season for City in front of goal, so we're certainly going to be up for it. And a bit later on in the episode, I'm going to be playing the 4th round of the FA Cup against Derby County, so you got that to look forward to. So this is the team I've gone with. Clinton Ajee has to start. I've got Robbie Brady out on the left. Luis Alberto starts in his first game at the Greenhouse. Got Cole out on the right. In midfield, Bakuna and Reed at the back. Knight Percival comes in to replace Grandison, who's looking for match fitness, and Callum Burton starts in goal again. Luke Weiler still out injured, but look at this attack for City. Harry Kane, Aguero, they got Sterling and De Bruyne out on the wings. Witsel in midfield. Gaia at the back. The two fullbacks, Sabaleta and Gaia, and in goal they've got Joe Hart, who returned to the Greenhouse for the first time this season. And just look at their bench. Gomez, Robben, Carvalho. Certainly going to be up against it today. But you know, we were up against it when we played Arsenal and Chelsea in the last episode. Okay, we didn't beat Chelsea, but we certainly put in a decent performance, and we beat Arsenal, who have found a bit of form at that moment in time in the season. So who knows what will happen here today. Got my fingers crossed. We've got all the oppositional instructions down. Let's get the team talk out the way and done with, and let's just jump straight into this game. I'm looking forward to the fourth round of the FA Cup after against Derby. I think this is probably the furthest we've been so far in the FA Cup over the course of these 3 seasons with Shrewsbury Town. We'll go to 2D, speed things up a bit. I want to go to 2D Classic. Makes things a lot easier when editing/rendering gets the episodes uploaded a lot quicker. I know one of you guys picked up on it in the previous episode, and that's why I play on 2D. Plus, I like 2D. I think I'm more of a dot guy than actually watching it in 3D when it comes to FM. It's just classic FM. Been playing this game for a while now, many years. So things aren't going well for us at the moment. We haven't even got any shots in that. Well, there we go. Seems to be rather quiet, the greenhouse. At the moment, that is. Are we going to have another memorable moment? This season's been incredible for moments like that. Don't believe me, just go back and check out some of the episodes. Especially the previous one where we played Arsenal. And against Manchester United as well. I won't spoil it if you've missed it, but still, and Callum Burton. You know, he's done so well, considering that Luke Weiler's probably my #1 goalkeeper, and Callum Burton's just come in. Hasn't even piled under the pressure of playing in the Premier League. He hardly got picked when we were in League One in my first season. Hardly got picked last season in the Championship. But now he's getting a run of games in the Premier League, and he's doing so well. Especially that game against Chelsea. Even though we lost 2-1 there, Stamford Bridge, the amount of saves he pulled off. And there's another save for you. From Callum Burton. I'm going to keep him highlighted. I think he deserves it. The recent performances have been incredible. Almost making me think whether I should drop Luke Weiler to the bench. Seems kind of harsh, seeing that he's been out for like 8 weeks or so. Still out now. But it's good to know I've got players that are willing to put in top performances like that want to get first team football, and Aguero is through and he makes it 1-0. He was always going to put that past Callum Burton, considering his recent form. That's his 31st goal of the season, his 22nd in the Premier League. Incredible. He's blitzing this season for Man City. You got to be really happy if you're the City manager, and Harry Kane did so well to pick out that run. Knight Percival let me down there, as he did let Aguero through, and that's a poor goal to concede for Shrewsbury Town. We could have probably done a bit better when defending that. So a bit disappointed in Knight Percival there. Could have gone for like a take one for the team type tackle, even if it maybe would have cost him a yellow card. And that is half time. It's been very dull. Not many highlights. Might have to cut this down when editing. We'll see how it goes. Do expect to see a better showing. Right, I'll bring on Grando. Switch Longer Grando around. Take Knight Percival off that. Well, that was a poor first half from him. Right, Callum Burton, what are you going to do? Out to Kane. Here we go. This is good movement. Lionel Cole. Not sure who he was looking for there. It was just an under-hit ball. Trying to switch the play over to the left flank. To Robbie Brady. Aguero keeps escaping attention and needs to be specifically marked to at least close down tighter. Well, let's just have a look at the oppositional instructions. Let's do that always. Weaker foot. Confirm. Done. Let's see if we can shut him down and stop him from scoring in the second half. Can we maybe force a point out of this game? I'd be happy with that. Here we go. We got a chance from the set piece. Cole whips it in. It's back out to Cole. Something's brewing. Lewis Reed. Lewis Alberto. Through to Najee. Oh, what a save. What a save by Joe Hart. He stopped us from getting that all-important equaliser. He stopped our top goal scorer this season. Najee again. Oh, there's not a penalty given. I don't know. Whenever I see that, especially on 2D, you always expect like a penalty to be given. Clinton Najee's got a 6.4 rating. Might consider taking him off. I wonder if bringing on James Collins or maybe Sully Kaikai could have like a positive effect on the team. Let's bring on Kaikai. He can play up front. Let's see what he can do because he's been brilliant for us. whenever he started. He did get injured not so long ago. He was out for a week or two. Let's see if we can work him back into the starting lineup. Bakuna Knight. What's he going to do? Finds Cole. That's a poor pass again. Luis Alberto. Think he still needs a bit of time to just gel with this team and get to know his surroundings. Aguero went for goal. Very ambitious there, especially on his weaker side. But for Alberto, I think, yeah, he definitely needs a bit more time to work his way into this team. Start getting used to the way things go, to this system that I've decided to go with. That's the league table as it stands. You can see Man City will move up to third. Good interception there by Cole. And that's full time. Referee not even allowing us to hit them on the break there. So we have dropped maximum points here at the Greenhouse. We have lost at the Greenhouse as well. For the first time, it must have been in something like 10 or so games. Shame. No, my luck. What we'll do now is have a good run away from home whilst we have a poor run at home. Up next then, we've got Derby County in the FA Cup. Hopefully we can bounce back with a win there. Should be able to. I mean, they're a championship side. We've invested in the team this season. Whereas I doubt Derby have had that much money to spend in the summer and also this January transfer window. So fingers crossed for our next game then. You can see Salop defeated. Harry Kane, player of the match. I think he was more setting up the goals for Aguero, or the goal for Aguero, than actually having a go on goal himself. So there you go. We got Derby next. We got a tough run of fixtures after that as well. Villa, we got Liverpool, Swansea, Tottenham, and then Southampton. And you can see we are still in 11th in the league. This is the furthest we've been in the FA Cup so far in this career mode with Shrewsbury Town. We're in the 4th round, and the 5th round potentially awaits us, but look at Derby's sire, Fernando, who I almost signed for Shrewsbury because he was unregistered at City. They put him on the transfer list, but he didn't want to join us. It was so disappointing that. Pereira starts, who's on loan from Manchester United, but for Shrewsbury Town, I've gone with Najee up front, who had a pretty poor game against City, so I want to see if I could get him back on track for this game. Wammy, is that how you pronounce his name? Finds Arfield, former Bournemouth player. He's gone for goal, and he's hit the crossbar. Good clearance from Dimitreo to find Brady. What's he going to do with it though? Oh, crying out loud. Could have done so much better. Where's the shorter passing? Where's the intricate passing? That's what I want to be seeing. Don't want to see him just hoofing it up aimlessly. We are controlling possession though. Look at this though. It doesn't mean anything really. You've got to be making sure you're doing something with the possession. Like Derby County are here at the moment. Have we got away with that? Pereira with that long shot. Why is Najee so far wide? He needs to be in the box. And Lewis Reed has lost it to Sinclair. Come on, Grando. No. They're going to make it 1-0 here. Whammy. Yeah, he's forced his way through. Oh, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. You would expect him to make it 1-0 there. Right, let's make a change. Let's do it. Let's bring on a go-go for Bakuna or Kai. We'll leave Bakuna on. Bit of a risk seeing that he's on a yellow. And shall I bring on Colo or shall I bring on... Oh, I've took off Kai. We'll leave it as it is. Reed to a go-go. Oh, poor pass there from a go-go. We're on the back foot again. Oh, what a save by Callum Burton. You absolute monster, son. Oh, we could... Oh, I was hoping we was going to break from that then. That challenge from Lewis Reed as he won us the ball back. Whammy offside for Derby. 7 minutes to go. Oh, it's going to go into a replay, isn't it, this? Look at the amount of shots they've had. 18-8 on target. Maybe we can snatch a 1-0 win. That would be beautiful. Oh, Cole just not alert. Not alert enough to get on the end of that pass from Lewis Reed. Bakuna out wide to Dimitreo. He can whip this in. Looking for the head of Najee. It's back out to Dimitreo. Gets another chance at it. Piling on the pressure here now. Najee. What's he going to do? He finds Kane. Through to Cole. Yes! Yes! 1-0. Surely that's the winner for Shrewsbury Town. It's his 8th goal. It's Cole again. Fantastic. We just need to hold on to this, and we're going into the 5th round draw of the FA Cup this season. The furthest I've been in this save with Shrewsbury Town. Does it get any better than this? The team's come so far from that first season back in League One to where we were struggling to even get through to the third round of the FA Cup, let alone the fifth. Superb. Lionel Cole, he scores goals. Look at the conditioning on my team. Wow, it's really took it out of the players, but they deserve every credit for this game. We have won, we have beaten Derby County, but only just. It's a sneaky 1-0 win. Lionel Cole with that winning goal. We are into the draw for the fifth round of the FA Cup. Bring it on. Bring it on, I say. Derby County will feel as though they've been robbed. I mean, look at the amount of chances they had on goal. They needed to be slightly better if they wanted to get the win here today. But Lionel Cole again comes to the rescue of Town. Does he get any better? Is there more to come from him in this save with Shrewsbury Town? I'm expecting massive offers in the summer for him. His positional, his awareness, everything is just world class. Here we go then, folks. It's the FA Cup fifth round draw today. We're going to find out who we're going to be playing in a couple of weeks' time with the prospect of getting through to the sixth round. I would fancy a Chesterfield or Barnsley game, or maybe Millwall or Burnley or Sheffield United. Let's see who we're going to get. So out the hat first is Aston Villa. They'll be at home to Manchester United. Two teams I didn't want to play. Millwall or Burnley will face Middlesbrough or QPR. Then four teams are yet to play. Chesterfield or Barnsley will play at home to Chelsea. Stoke or Watford, so many draws going on here, will play at home to Liverpool. Hull at home at the KC to Arsenal. Unbelievable, that's actually going to happen in real life. So we could still get Swindon or Wolves. How about that? We're at home. Here we go. Who have we got? Oh, no way. We've got Wolves at home. Shrewsbury Town against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Bit of a rivalry there, so I think we're in for one hell of an episode. And that will probably be the next one, actually. We're going to have a look at the fixture list in a minute. But there is the confirmation. Shrewsbury at home to Wolverhampton Wanderers. I'm licking my lips for this game. I'm really looking forward to it because it's also a perfect opportunity to get through to the sixth round of the FA Cup. I certainly think we can do it. Wolves are still in the Championship. I've spent money on the team, so perfect opportunity. Not long to go at all for that game against Wolves. So what I think I might do is go ahead and play our next three games, which is against Villa, Liverpool and Swansea. And then for the next episode, it will be the live com against Wolves in the FA Cup fifth round. It's going to be incredible. I hope you guys join me for that episode. You don't want to miss it, as we've got a perfect chance of getting through to the sixth round, the furthest I've been in the FA Cup with Shrewsbury Town. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all soon for the next one. Thanks for watching.